Okay.
That's actually a pretty good estimate. That would be a pretty good idea. I don't think that's actually what it is, though. Hey.
Alright, so I guess I should probably head back to Dark Bramble immediately then.
Well, you can.
Well, it seems like a smart move. At this point, I know where it is. It's always just to the right of the sun at the beginning of the cycle.
Yeah, I think they all start in the same locations.
Or I thought it was. Where is it? Yeah, there it is.
So go figure, the game decides to call your bluff. I'm having to unhook all my shit to get ready for getting this thing installed. Just because I don't want to have to explain how I set the whole thing up.
Shit, man. I wonder if I should have fired my scout launcher back in that seed on Pleasant on Hearth. That way I could have had something.
I think it'll probably be. I think it's not too hard to get back there. Like, that's one of the default or easiest places to reach, I think. I'm not actually 100%, but... I could say, actually, I never tried that trick with firing a scouter onto it from Timber Hearth. And I was always able to find it eventually.
Ah, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, the harder one was... You managed to get, or at least see a picture of that big bundle of orbs that are in the center?
That's an anglerfish. Fuck.
Just take it slow. He's more scared of you than you are of him. Maybe.
Doubt.
X for doubt.
Here's an angle.
Those things are so goddamn terrifying looking, at least for me. I've got fear of the ocean anyway, though, so I'm probably a good candidate for being afraid of them. I'm not sure Zara has forgiven me yet for not telling her about them. Or at least not telling her where they were.
This seems to be a problem, though. I'm floating towards nothing.
Well, if you can get far enough past them, you can choose a direction, then gun it.
Yeah, you think I could gun it right now? Or is this like... This is probably way too close, isn't it?
Oh yeah, way too close. Oh, wait, how are you turning your ship around without getting them to notice you?
That doesn't make any sound, turning the ship. I'm not thrusting or anything. Although
well,
theoretically I should. Yes, I know. It should require some sort of RCS.
I could. Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually, like, at least from my experience, whenever I tried turning my ship, I immediately got caught. You must be stealthier than I am. Maybe they patched the game. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm using the controller, it did differently.
Man, I'm going so slow. I'm just gonna gun it and...
yeah, give it a try.
Leroy! I'm going slow as fuck. Go, 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 go! I see the teeth around me, but I'm gonna make it. I got it. Don't bounce. Oh, bounce. Fuck. That's a hard angle to go in at. If it had been, if that hadn't been a southward angle, I think I would have made it.
I think you would have, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
That was tricky.
Since I started Pleasant Hearth, I could just land there real quick and fire a scout launcher into that.
Yeah.
That'll at least get me to the right one the first time. It'll get me to that right one, and then the next one, the next one will be a gamble, unless it's in the same spot too. In which case, it'll be the one on the left.
Yeah, that's probably a decent idea.
But it could be random every time, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it actually isn't, but I don't know for certain. Actually, that's an interesting question. I wonder if it is random or not.
Well, see, I thought I flew straight last time and went to the right one, but apparently not. Let's see, you said you... Ow. Where is it? It was...
I think it's right near town, but it's the smoke, I think.
Yeah, I was looking for smoke.
Yeah, smoke is probably the easiest sign to look for.
Oh, here we go. It's weird to me how you can only view your, like, if you hit C, it actually pulls up on the left side of your screen. It pulls up a map like what you have when you're walking that shows you where it is. It's like right below the North Pole, it seems. But
Yeah.
when you go back into this view, you don't get to see that anymore. You can only see it when you're in landing mode or when you're on your feet like this.
That is a little weird, yeah.
Go, little scout, go. Here we go.
Got it launched?
It landed.
Excellent.
I wonder how they plan on getting rid of this thing.
I don't think they're going to be able to. My assumption is that this was kind of a death sentence for the planet.
Because the supernova's not.
Well, yeah, I mean, even without the supernova, though, I mean, if it completely consumed a planet, I'm assuming the Dark Bramble seed is not easy to get rid of.
That's a good point.
Then again, I mean, it's entirely possible that whatever the planet Dark Bramble was on was not a planet that was populated by sentient life that could, you know, take active steps to get rid of it. And actually, did I ever tell you about the comic series Nausicaa, done by the guy who did all the Studio Ghibli movies?
I don't think so. Maybe you did. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like a Greek name, I think. A Greek, a Greek woman's name. But the comic is this is the guy that did like Totoro and a bunch of other like children's movies mostly.
Yeah.
He's made, I think, like one fairly adult movie, which was Princess Mononoke, but he also did like, Spirited Away and a bunch of other movies that won like shit tons of awards. I mean, the guy's considered a national living treasure in Japan, like pretty high honor.
Yeah.
But he made one comic I'm aware of, which was called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Winds, and it's about 1,000 pages long, and it is just this insane epic. Like, it is probably the best comic I've ever read. It is just astoundingly well done. And it's basically way heavier than everything else he's done. Like, most of his stuff is kids stuff, and this is like flat-out genocide, warfare, biological warfare, all sorts of crazy-ass shit. Along with like a literal end times apocalypse kind of stuff going on. And like one of the reason it kind of came to mind is that one of the big themes they deal with is that the world that they're in is essentially just covered in this fungus that is just eating the world. And a lot of the if you even breathe in the spores, it will kill you almost instantly.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people there have to be wearing like respirators and masks if they're outside of just a few small areas they've managed to clear out. But the way they describe this whole thing is like, yeah, you have to maintain like serious diligence getting rid of this stuff. If you ever allow the spores to take root for more than like a week or so, it's done. You've lost the area. You'll never get it back again. So they have to be just like constantly on the guard to kind of watch out for the stuff, because their whole thing is that if you catch it early, not hard. A single person could kill it all off.
Yeah.
Let it get a foothold, and yeah, you're done.
Sounds pretty terminal.
Pretty much. And I guess I kind of had that same mental image with the way they were describing this.
Really? Fuck. I just tapped it.
Yeah, if you hit your engines, I think it's pretty much over.
Yeah, fuck off. Okay, one of these is fake. Yeah, I don't know which one.
Maybe the furthest one be the real one?
Oh shit, I'm gonna hit this. Well,
That's not a huge
see,
problem, is it?
what I don't understand is just then, where that one was chasing me, my momentum was slowing down for some reason, and it shouldn't have been. So there must be some amount of gravity on a planet, because, you know, in free space, once you get a velocity, you're going to maintain that velocity, unless gravity is there to slow you down, and that's exactly what was happening just then, before I got to that first one. Like, I crawled to a stop, so I couldn't even wait, you know, any longer. Okay, this is the right one. Okay, good. We made it. Oh, and I'm upside down, apparently. But you know what? It's okay. We're not coming back anyways, so let me just get out. Alright, so let's try this again.
So yeah, now you have time to kind of like look the stuff over, read carefully, and think about it. You should have a chance to figure out the Giant's Deep issue. Because this is basically explaining how to get inside the core of Giant's Deep. Not directly, but pretty directly.
Well, they couldn't just tell me.
Oh no, they can't do that.
I love how it just immediately puts me on the South Pole, apparently. Okay. So this is a giant jellyfish. I understand that. Let me read this again.
Yeah.
Crashes
So
3, boring crashes 0. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blah, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside of this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. He went inside.
Yep.
Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this was the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat, love, Feldspar. So he told me not to eat them and that their bodies are good for insulation against electricity.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure.
If you remember exactly what the core of Giant's Deep is like, those two pieces may make a lot more sense, or maybe a lot more useful.
I'd have to go back to Giant's Deep, I guess.
You might have to. I mean, I can remind you what you saw there.
Is there anything else here?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I found, at least. There might be more, but I don't know of it. You can fall back into the core of the planet if you just jump off the ledge here, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, wouldn't recommend it.
Gives you an idea how big the first seed is, though, doesn't it?
Very. I wonder if I can get back to my ship, or if I'm just being silly by trying this.
Well, you know, worst come to worst, you just feed the anglerfish a little bit.
That's true. I think I'm going to get back to my ship just fine.
Yeah, you're doing well. Have you met you haven't gotten the anglerfish yet area, have you? Or do you not have to get back to the ship?
I think I just went through it, but I got to go all the way to the left to go around it, so. Yeah, my ship's right here.
Damn. Hey, good for you.
Of course, getting out is going to be silly. Although, if I just fly straight out, doesn't it just port me back to the beginning, usually?
I think so, yeah. Might be quite easy.
Look where my ship is compared to where I left it.
That's actually pretty close.
So I still didn't find the vessel, though.
Nope. The vessel is in here, but it's, well, yeah.
Have I not found the means to find it yet, or have I just not stumbled
No,
upon it by
I
chance?
think you can get to it. I mean, you saw the, you found how to get to it, kind of.
I think I just maybe followed one of the wrong points, is the problem.
Well, no, I think you might be forgetting one of the small pieces, because when you found the dead Nomai there...
Yeah, they were all floating around that thing that they thought was...
Yeah, and you fired a scouter through it, which managed to see the vessel.
Oh, yeah, that's right, but I went to the wrong one and died.
I think so, yeah.
Alright, let's hear this. I don't actually know how to get out. I may just have to reset. I don't know if I want to find the vessel or Giant's Deep, or go to Giant's Deep. I can't decide. I don't actually know how to get out of here either, so leaving may be my best, or meditating may be my best option.
Possibly.
Oh wow, I went all the way up here. Huh. Holy shit.
Well, you found your way back to this?
Yeah, I didn't know I could. Well, that does kind of suggest that this way would be the way out. Or maybe you can't get out once you get in here. Maybe that's why Feldspar is stuck.
Wait, did he say he was actually stuck?
Well, ow. He didn't act like he wanted to leave.
Ah.
So maybe, I don't know.
It's weird that none of them seem that intent on having to get home, it seems.
Alright, well, I think I'm going to just do this because I can't get out.
Yeah. It's good to have that ability.
Okay, learned some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still curious about the thing that they built on Ash Twin, which is apparently supposed to be so... you know, it's supposed to be like a supernova shelter, from what I remember.
You'll figure that out.
Because they were mining so many materials to make it, you know. I guess theoretically it would be possible to build something that could withstand a sun-going supernova, but I would just also have to imagine it would be insanely dense and made out of so much material to resist that much, you know, damage and heat.
Probably. I imagine, but yeah, you have to figure that you have to get into Ash Twin to finish the game. There is a required thing in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna try one more time to find the vessel real quick. But I don't remember exactly how I found it the first time.
I think there's actually, when you get inside Dark Bramble, activate your Seeker, your signal scope.
Oh yeah, that's right, there was a distress signal, that's what it was. That's what it was. I remember that now.
I'm actually not 100% sure that's it, but I think that's it. You have it set to hide and seek right now?
Yeah, the distress signal... Yeah, see, it's not popping up now either, but I remember last time it eventually popped up.
I think you can swap between the things, right? But yeah, you have to be inside to pick it up at all, I think.
Yeah, I must not be far enough in yet. There it is. It's that one.
Oh, that was actually surprisingly easy. Okay. Replacing the nose rest on my VR helmet. Had to buy a set of 3 little replacement pads on Amazon.
Nice.
Seems like it's one of those parts that's kind of destined to break.
Okay, I'm actually tracking Escape Pod 3's distress beacon, but that's where the bramble is, right? Where I can fire.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I think that's what you need to be looking for, if I remember right. Okay, that works.
This giant floating rock. What the fuck? I guess you don't have to be as cautious as you think if you don't see them around.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only time I've really been cautious is when I when I go through one of the portals, then I'm usually cautious. Because that's the moment at which usually if you're going to die, it's going to happen. I don't know, I think there may actually be more of them in there, but that's the only ones I can remember.
Okay, now I gotta follow these things.
Oh, the little light beacons? Yep. Ugh. Nope, 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 nope. You're not allowed to eat this cord. Actually, not allowed to eat any cords, really.
God, the music that plays when you get out of your ship and actually see them is really heartbreaking. Like, it's like a just a really somber piano tune.
You, I'll say this much: when the final part of the game has, or essentially when you figure out the last thing and have to take a very decisive sort of action all of a sudden. That is probably my favorite song in the game because it basically plays as an alternative rendition of the Time's Up song.
Really?
And it is very memorable, and it gives you this incredible feeling of like, oh shit, like you got to do this first try. Ooh, what happened?
I may have slapped one of them around and sent him flying with my ship. Just defiling corpses, nothing special. You know how it is.
I'm not sure the Nomai would necessarily care about that.
Ooh, going into the red one finally.
I think there's going to be anglerfish in here. I would strongly suggest getting some momentum and just checking it out.
Just adjust already, fuck. Okay, there it is. Oh my god, already?
Yep. They heard the sound.
I just got in though. I didn't even have time to. Oh no! If I pop back out, it's gonna kick me all the way out to here.
Yep. That's better than dying. You at least have a scouter in the right place, though. So you can go back in now and try again.
See, the problem is trying to free fall like this. There's shit that's in the way, and you have to adjust, or you're gonna either hit it and break your hull, or you know, like you have to make adjustments. You can't just shoot straight every time, you know? That's not gonna work.
It worked surprisingly most of the time for me. I'll just say that much. I would agree. Like, I mean, I tried that gun it strategy a lot. And because I dicked around in here quite a while, and it worked more times than it didn't. At least in terms of getting past a few of them, I often died to something else.
I love how the fucking brambles themselves look like anglerfish sometimes.
Yep.
Alright, let's try this again. I'm going with your strategy, I guess. Fuck it.
Try it. Back up a ways, gun it, and just, the moment right before you cross the barrier,
Look, it's already, look, he's right there. That's impossible.
Yeah, I think this may be one of the flaws in the game. I think, honestly, once you've pissed them off once, they're kind of pissed off from then on.
Oh my god. Well, what's this one go to? And I'm actually at the point now where I'm just gonna go. I mean, I don't even care.
Yeah. This next one, when you enter into it, like, build up momentum, and before you even cross the barrier, let go. Just, like, get a good angle here, and before you even cross through the little pucker.
Well, I tried. Pucker.
Yeah, before you get past the rim, just, you know... Okay, yeah, back up a little bit, now gun it through the middle, and just let go and just float.
Through this giant rock that's
Oh,
totally...
hey, this is the right one, I think.
I'm gonna hit this.
No, it's a safe area. Avoid it.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure this is a safe area. Like 90% certain there's not one in here. I think.
Well, I don't see any other lights. Okay, this is gonna go back into the same one. So there's gonna be an anglerfish waiting for me in here then, right?
Possibly. Yeah, choose one, get a clean angle on it, gun it, and just cut the engine well before you get in and see what happens.
I'm
You're probably
afraid
gonna die,
there's
but
gonna be one just waiting there though, but yeah.
most
okay, here we
likely,
go.
but yeah, you're dead either way if it's the case. May as well give it a shot.
Yeah, right into his mouth. Okay, but I know the strategy at least.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think that they don't reset back to where they were when you unload the area. So if you get one and back out to the exit, he's always gonna be there waiting on you.
Yep.
That sucks.